Well, let's go to the forecast. We know that there is cold, but there's a meteor shower that's peaking tonight as well, Brittany.
Yes, got to talk about this, Colin, before we talk about the negative. So tonight, pretty much from now, folks, through about 3 a.m., the Gemini meteor shower actually peaks. This is the best show of the year, known by NASA as the best and most reliable meteor shower. Now, with perfect conditions here in Charlotte, which means you're getting away from light pollution, away from any kind of issues up in the sky, right, away from clouds, 30 to 60 per hour. Now, you might see on some online posts that 120 is possible. That's in more rural communities, but again, that's here in Charlotte. If you can get away from light pollution, get to a dark spot, allow for your eyes to adjust, 30 to 60. And again, that's pretty much now through 2 and 3 a.m. Up in the mountains, this is going to be the big story, especially as we head through Sunday and early Monday, because we know dangerous wind chills are going to be impacting places, especially at higher elevations in Ashe, Watauga, and Avery County. These folks are under a cold weather advisory, which means that actual air temperatures could be below 5 degrees below zero over the next 24 to 36 hours. Also, early Sunday morning, they're going to get a nice little burst of snow. The really strong northwest wind around the low pressure system that's pushing through the Carolinas will allow for 1 to 2 inches at a maximum up in those parts there, again, of Ashe, Watauga, and Avery County. Most spots will be of an inch or less, but still a nice little burst there of man-made snow. None of that action's happening right now, but you can see the storm system is coming in here pretty quickly from the north and west. Also, there's a very small chance that we could see a brief shower here in Charlotte between about 4 and 7 a.m. Most of you will be asleep and is pushing out pretty quickly. But if you look at the hour-by-hour forecast for Sunday, you'll see this reflected in my hour-by-hour. So here you are. That's what you would see if you picked up the WCNC Charlotte mobile app. Remember, our app is changed and adjusted by our team of meteorologists. It is not the generic one that comes on your phone that might say 20 inches of snow happening in Charlotte, and then it never happens. Remember, human forecasters, we look at everything, we dissect the forecast, and we make updates as we're expected to. And one of these days, tomorrow, it's going to be a bit funky. We're not used to days like this, right? Our actual air temperature is going to be at its highest, so the actual high temperature occurs at 12 o'clock tonight. And then the actual low at 11:59. That's because, folks, we're going to see temperatures drop steadily throughout the day instead of warm as we typically do. So as you're waking up early, getting ready for church plans, brunch plans, those are your warmest temperatures of the day in the mid-40s. We'll already start to feel like the 30s, and then temps will take a tumble throughout the day. So here's what it looks like when it terms of feels like temperature, because remember, it's not just the cold air, it's also that winds will be gusting close to 30 miles an hour here in Charlotte, up to 40 up in the mountains. So by 6 a.m., we're in the mid-40s, feeling like the mid-40s, but look at the mountains already in the teens. We drop even more so by Sunday afternoon. Look at 6 p.m. We're looking like 15 for it feels like in Charlotte, already 15 degrees below zero up in the mountains, and it only gets worse. Our lowest feels like here in Charlotte around 7 degrees. Again, that's single digits, lowest up in the mountains, again, 20 below zero. We barely warm up Monday afternoon. In fact, our warmest feels like temperature the entire day, folks, is right around freezing. High temperature officially at 39. Again, I know we've said this multiple times, could be the coldest we've seen in almost 2 years. Here's your Jerry Hunt Supercenter 7-day forecast. Here's the good news. If we can get through all of this cold, we're looking at temperatures rebounding back to 60 degrees by the end of next week.